Hello and welcome to Banners of Ruin. This is a new game that is going to be coming out very soon to Steam Early Access. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and this video is kindly sponsored by the developers. Now, what we're going to be doing here is taking a look at this, go for a new game, and we're going to enter the campaign straight away. The Blackfoots have been dealt a mighty blow by the fearsome House Ender. Landon seeks his revenge. You and others loyal to the cause have been tasked with bringing the great city of Dawn's Point to its knees, but the odds are against you. And so we're going to be going through the tutorial here just so that you get an idea how to play the game, as there are many different systems in place here, and I gotta say I'm very impressed with the polish of the game as well, especially considering it's going into early access. I wouldn't have expected it to be so polished, but it is. It's actually kind of crazy. Anyway, this hotbar displays the number of cards in your deck, the number of members in your party, and the florins in your possession. And florins are obviously your cash. Try clicking the deck icon. So you can see a bunch of cards here. This determines what kind of abilities you're going to be able to use in combat. However, as you can see, this includes any cards your characters are carrying. And if your character dies, the cards go too. Try clicking the party screen. And as you can see, we have this guy right here. This is our first little character. You can get up to 6 in any one party. And it's a small party for now, and you're in bad shape. Try selecting your character. In this view, you can see all the cards a character has equipped. This character has a hatchet equipped as their primary weapon card. And as you can see, there is a little cost in the top left here, and our guy, Henderson, has 2 of that particular resource. And that is, as far as I'm aware, that is called stamina, and stamina can be used every single turn, and you regain stamina every single turn. However, the blue number, which is known as will, is expended in the entire battle, and you only get it back, as far as I'm aware, in the next one or through certain events. But don't quote me on that, because I've only played the game for a very short time anyway, and we'll see what happens. Hatchet is a one-handed axe. Their secondary slot is free and could take another one-handed weapon card, for example, a shield or maybe dual wielding or something like that. And as you can see, 2-handed weapons take up both weapon slots. And now here's the very, in my opinion, pretty unique way of progressing through the game. So the campaign takes place across several streets, each with an elite enemy at its end. Each lane in the street leads to a service. Once you're done with the service and fight the elite, you'll move to the next street. And as you can see, you can choose a variety of different avenues to go for. It looks like some guards are in your way. The cards on the left and right have counters. After selecting a card, any counters on the remaining cards will tick down. So for example, these have 1 counter each. When they reach 0, they'll be removed from the street. So your character is badly hurt. You should take the herbal remedy and heal up if you're going to survive the next fight. In other words, select this. And then the party gets healed to full HP. There you go. And so you need to regroup with your companion, who must be somewhere in the center lane. You'll have to resolve the combat scenario to see what's further down the road. Alright, so that's exactly what we're going to do. As you can see, this guard here has our bear friend taken prisoner. So let's do damage. Oh yes, let's go in and prepare for combat. So this is the combat screen right here. There are 2 different ranks on either side, and of course what you're going to probably want to do is place ranged characters in the back and melee tankier characters in the front, but I don't know whether that really makes that much difference. We'll have to see. Vitality is a character's health. If this reaches 0, the character will die and be removed from your party. Vitality persists across combat. Defense is granted by a character's armor and blocks damage. As you can see, our current character here has 14 defense. This is applied at the start of each combat. Better armor can be acquired later in the game, because also this is an RPG, so you have a number of items that you're going to be able to equip to your character. All your characters have stamina, as I was talking about earlier, and will. Stamina replenishes to its max value each turn, will does not. Cards cost stamina and will to play. A character can only play a card if they have enough of each stat. And enemies come in all shapes and sizes. They have vitality and defense just like you, but use a range of abilities. You can see what an enemy will do on their next turn just by looking at their intent, which is down here. As you can see, they're actually going to be attacking us for 8 damage. And you can see exactly who they're going to attack by mousing over them, and then there's a red outline, as you can see there. Alright, so enemies attack in the order of their position. These enemies are both on the front rank, but you'll encounter others on the back rank too. So that seems to be the way that it is counted. So it's maybe less about defense and more about who's going to attack first. Anyway, we can use Hatchet here, and we're going to be using that to attack one of these guys, as you can see right there. And now our character gained Charge. Charge is a status effect. Statuses can trigger at various points in combat. You can hover over a status to see what it does. Charge increases the damage of your next attack. As you can see here, the next time this character attacks, or for every attack in a multi-attack, the damage is increased. In other words, whenever you get Charge, you probably want to use a card like this. As you can see, with multi-attacks, Charge is applied to each attack in the chain. Try using it on an enemy. So I'm actually going to use it on this guy because it's going to deal a lot of damage right there. Very nice indeed. You're out of stamina, but one of your cards costs 0 to play. Use it, and boom, there you go. We killed that one. And you can't play any more cards, so what we're going to do now is just end the turn and go on to the next one. There we go. We're going to take no damage because, of course, we have defense. So that's all we need to do. And look at this. The enemy's planning to do you more damage. We'd best stop that. Use Sharpened Steel to finish him off. That's what we're going to do. There we go. Done. At the end of combat, your party is awarded experience that is split between characters. You may also find some florins and a choice of 1 card to add to your deck. Pick a card you'd like to add, but you don't have to, so bear in mind there's obviously a bit of strategy involved in choosing your cards. I'm actually going to be taking another rush card. I think that could be extremely powerful, so yeah, I think that could be extremely powerful, so I'm going to pick that one. And that is our first victory. Congratulations, you emerge victorious, revealing your companion. Select an old friend to add them to your party. Any cards he's carrying will be added to your deck. And that is going to be very, very useful indeed. As you can see, we have Denver here, the bear. And we have now been ambushed, and we cannot progress down the street without choosing one of these. So we will be selecting the middle one and going into another combat scenario. Alright, so enemies on different ranks attack in alternating turns. The next rank to attack is indicated by the red bar. If you kill all enemies on the active rank, the other rank will get their turn instead. Aha, interesting. Cards are played by the active character. So you can actually change characters in combat. So for example, if I were to go and click on either one of these, then you can see that, for example, the bear has a greatsword as a weapon. And as you can see, it attacks all the targets on the rank. So if we wanted to, we could just play this, and it's going to attack both of these enemies at the same time. Look at that damage. But now your bear is out of stamina, see? So it is not a shared resource. Like, for example, other card roguelike RPG-esque games, they use a shared resource like mana or stamina or something like that that is shared across all characters. However, it is not like that here. Each character has a certain amount of stamina, and you can also level that up. Bear that in mind as well. So let's finish off one of these enemies. Let's finish off the bigger one, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. Attack the enemy on the rear flank. Oh, okay. Then finish him off with rush. Okay, yeah, we'll probably do that then. There you go. Because the game tells me to do it, so why not? And then we can also kill that with no mercy, and then we can go to the next turn. This guy's going to do pretty much no damage whatsoever, and we will be able to finish him off with Sharpened Steel. There we go. And we're going to get some more florins. We're going to gain another card. I actually will take No Mercy. I personally feel like No Mercy is really powerful, so we're going to take that. You can decide, obviously, on your strategy and what kind of characters you want to build, you know, because your deck has a wide variety of different play styles incorporated within it. So, as you can see, this guy's leveled up, so we can now level up our stamina or our will. I'm going to be leveling up our stamina here because most of our abilities use stamina rather than will at the moment. And now we can also unlock an additional card. So, what do we have here? Apply Toxic Cascade. Whenever target opponent gains a status effect, they also gain 2 poison. That actually sounds really, really fun. We could also do this. At the start of their turn, this character takes vitality damage, and it applies 5 bleeding. That is pretty cool. Rotate with target ally spawn 2 times Concealed Blades. What does that do? Concealed Blades. Ooh, that sounds fun. Wow, that actually sounds really, really fun. I'm going to take that one. That sounds really cool, actually. So, yeah, happy with this. Now we can enter the city and continue onward. You open the hatch and enter the city. And then a watermelon falls out of the sky and bonks you on the head. No, that didn't happen. Alright, foes block your path. Alright, we're going to have to do it. Let's fight and see what happens. Alright, so we've got some scoundrels here. They're going to attack twice. Okay, so I'm going to try and... I'm going to attack with the bear first to get rid of their armor really, really fast. And then we're going to switch to the weasel and we'll see what we can do here. So I'm gonna do second wind, because that's gonna gain me... What is this, by the way? Vigor. The next time this character spends stamina, it is refunded. Ooh, that sounds cool. Okay, so I'm actually gonna do this. There we go, because I would like to have both of these concealed blades, and then if I can use them on these guys, it's gonna deal some pretty good damage, I think. I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna spread it around, I think. I'm gonna spread it around and see how that goes. Actually, that probably wouldn't have... You know what? That's gonna be a kill for us. Yeah, I think that is... There we go. That is actually gonna be a kill for us. That's pretty good. That guy's bleeding. And he's gonna do some... Oh, he actually dealt a lot of damage right there. But that is absolutely fine. Not a problem. Let's just do the hatchet to finish him off. And there you go. Easy enough. Bear in mind, this is, of course, just after the tutorial, so it is going to be quite simple for us to achieve victory here. What is this, though? Gain 6 defense and 1 charge. If this character has any neighbors of the same race, they all gain 12 defense and 5 charge. Whoa, that's crazy. Wow. Okay, yeah, that is actually really, really crazy. I'm going to take this, and we'll see if we can maybe get another weasel or another bear or something like that. All right, now we have a number of different abilities here. Oh, level up. A chance to improve. Investigate. Oh, I don't know. Level up? I'd like to level up, potentially. Some guards approach. You need to act quickly. Who do you counsel? I'm going to go for Denver. He seems like a thinking fellow. With their advice, you narrowly avoid open combat. They seem proud of their achievement, acknowledging their quick wits. And they level up as a result. Very nice indeed. So now he's caught up a little bit, and we can select a card for him. Apply target stacks of poison to each adjacent character. Woo, that's pretty crazy, but it does use will, as you can see. If target opponent has more health than the active character, draw a card. If less health, discard a character. No, not a big fan of that. Ooh. Oh, I don't really like any of these, actually. I feel I'm going to take natural selection just because it's going to give us some additional options going forward. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Okay, heavy patrol discards a random combat and additional experience. I guess we'll take the additional experience. Okay, now we're going to have to go into some combat here. I'm going to go for this combat right here. And, oh, this is going to be... Oh, we don't have great sword? We don't have the great sword? Ah, that's kind of unfortunate. I was hopeful that we would. All right, well, I actually have no idea what to go for here. I guess we're just going to go for... with the bear, we're going to use sharpened steel. Massive damage. Massive damage with him. Crazy. And now we're going to just swap around here. We're going to gain concealed blades. Gonna do some damage. Gonna just stack this up like no one's business on 1. And the bear actually has one additional stamina to spend. So I am not sure what to go for, to be honest. I guess I'll just use this and increase his defense just a little bit more. There we go. Bleeding, doing so much damage right now. Really nice to see that. And they're both attacking the bear, which is great, as you can see. That's the reason why I decided to go for some additional defense. Great sword is going to be so incredibly fantastic here, so I'm going to use it. Boom, 1 HP remaining. That is, you're done. You are done. There we go. Nice. And now, ooh, this is good. Look at that. Deal weapon damage. If two-handed weapon, deal damage to lane. Also experienced strike. Deal 5 damage each time you play this card in combat, plus 5 damage. If unplayed during cleanup, damage is reset. Ooh, now that could be a lot of fun. If we can play it every single combat, that could be really powerful. Discard from each other lane. Enter combat against the heavy patrol. We could do that, or we could do this. Let's do this and see what happens. Okay. Yeah, discard that one, I guess. I don't know, I guess. On expiring, party takes 5 damage. Hesitate, you're going to take a beating, tackle it head on, and you'll just about get away. We can buy cards. I guess we'll go and buy some cards. I have 439 florins, which is not exactly great, but we'll see. Every time you move, gain 5 charge. That sounds very good. Select a target, move them to a vacant position, deal 6 damage, push opponent to back rank. If occupied, switch their positions. That might be quite fun. Let's do that. Ah, I see. So we actually took 5 damage because I did not take the hesitation one. Okay, that's actually interesting. Good. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. I'm still learning. Just bear that in mind. I'm still learning the game as much as maybe you will, you know, but you'll probably learn from my mistakes when you play the game for yourself. Anyway, let's have a look here. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is actually great sword. We're gonna go for great. Oh, these guys are tough. These guys are tough. All right, let's see what we can do here then. We're gonna remove all of their armor, and who are they gonna be attacking? Okay, that's a sweep. That's a single target, and that's a sweep. These guys both have sweeps. This is gonna be very, very bad. So let's They're both attacking. Okay, the bear probably needs the most. I actually don't want to move him anywhere, to be honest, but I guess it's all right. Okay. The bear is probably going to take quite a bit of damage. So, now he's swapped. Oh, okay. I swapped them around badly right there. I don't know whether you noticed. Yes, okay. That was pretty bad. Okay. Well, that's fine, I suppose. Let's just gain some charge, and then we can do this, I guess. That's pretty good damage. Pretty good damage. We could have maybe eliminated him if only we had some additional attack cards. Ooh. Oh, that's quite a bit of damage. That is quite a bit of damage. Okay, experienced strike. That's going to be quite fun for us, but I'm actually going to just use sharpened steel here and eliminate the beaver as fast as I possibly can, because he's going to be quite difficult to deal with. And the bear will use experienced strike against this fellow, and then maybe use I guess he could use rush, or the weasel could use rush, but it's not really going to do much, as you can see. I don't really want to use no mercy either, because it's just going to kill the enforcer and it's just a waste. Okay, we might have some problems here. We might have some problems. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is perfect. Nice. 15 defense. That's exactly what we wanted. All right, that is really nice. Now we could also use double team as well. I think I'm probably gonna. Can I not do that? Apparently I can't do that. Maybe I have to do it with this guy. Yep, have to do it with this guy. All right, let's. He's got charge, so I could technically use rush on this fellow. Do quite a bit of damage with that. Second wind might be kind of useful. No, not that useful. So I was hopeful for no mercy at that point. That would have probably made a lot of sense right there for me to get that, because it is a zero cost card, and it would have probably helped us out quite nicely. Let's use a double team on the bear, get him some defense. Going to use solid footing as well, and then we're going to be attacking here once again. We're going to discard sharpened steel and try to get as much charge as possible. Hopefully we can eliminate this. There we go. Nice. Good amount of damage done right there. And now we have some good defense. So this guy cannot possibly get through that. It's going to take him quite a few turns to do that. So shouldn't have too many difficulties. No Mercy is super, super easy for us to use now. Great Sword is obviously very nice too. And I can't really do anything else. So he's just going to have to attack us for 12. Hopefully he's not going to... of course he would attack the Weasel. The AI does seem quite strong, actually, as well. So there you go. Henderson is now level 3. I actually wonder whether they gain full HP back from leveling up. Let's see whether that is indeed the case. Ooh, each character in your rank gains 8 defense. Deal 8 damage if final damage dealt exceeds 12. Gain 2 stamina. And gain 4... Wow, that's actually really nice. Gonna take that. Okay, so no, they don't gain HP from that. Okay, so let's have a look at the passives here. Everyone in this character's rank starts combat with 1 vigor. At the start of their turn, if this character has no allies on their rank, they gain 15 defense and 1 stamina. Whenever this character moves, they gain 10 defense. I'm actually gonna go for Bastion, and we'll put them in different ranks, I guess. That sounds like a good idea. Let's go for some more stamina here as well. And can I put them in different ranks actually that easily? I'm actually not sure how to do that at the moment. Oh, wow, we've got more combat. This is going to be problematic. I wouldn't be surprised if I actually get eliminated here. All right. We're going to draw a card. Great Sword. Ooh, that's actually kind of useful. That is very useful, in fact. Yes, we've got 2 No Mercies. This is great. Okay, so that means let's use Great Sword. We will try to kill the scoundrel as fast as we possibly can. That's the main issue that we're having right now. We're also going to be using Experienced Strike, but Sharpened Steel is calling to me as well. Okay, it deals weapon damage. I'm going to have to take this because it's going to kill the scoundrel. Actually, yeah, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. So let's use this. And then we're just going to use it and just use that as well. And they're going to do 8 damage, but we have armor, so we should be absolutely fine. Thankfully, because we have armor, we're going to be surviving just by the skin of our teeth, I think. And hopefully we'll be okay. Okay, ooh, this is great. If damage dealt exceeds 12, gain 2 stamina. Right, I actually don't know what that means, but I guess we'll try it out. Oh, okay. Doesn't seem to really do anything for me right there. Okay, so we can now rotate with the target ally. That might be useful. So let's do that. And we'll gain some concealed blades, which are, in my opinion, very, very useful indeed. As you can see, it's going to deal 6 damage next turn, but we don't need to worry about that because Battering Ram is going to finish him off. So there you go. Nice. Good victory for us right there. Okay, toe-to-toe. Whenever this character attacks an opponent on the same lane, gain 6 defense, but then you have to banish it. Basically, this is a single-use card, and after you use it, it's gone. Until the next combat, that is. Okay, so you can swap positions, discard a card, gain charge. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. Okay, and we did have someone else leveled up. Denver leveled up, actually. Let's get a passive for him. Deals damage equal to stacks of poison at the target of... Oh, wait a minute. At the start of the target's turn. Ooh, at the start of the turn, this character takes vitality damage equal... What? Oh, wow. Okay, I actually don't know what that really does. All bleeding applied to this character is converted to poison instead. Okay. Changes a card into a ruin card. Ruining a card during the campaign is permanent but temporary within combat. The next time this character attacks, or for every attack and a multi-attack, the damage is increased. Whenever this character ruins a card, they gain 5 charge. Oh, wow. I guess I'm going to take this. I'll take that one, and we'll just increase his stamina just that little bit more. I'm hopeful that we'll get something that will actually heal us. We can buy some cards, weapons, and armor. That sounds like a fun idea. You quietly haul the chest to a nearby alley and unlock it. You'd best take a look at what's inside. Alright, let's have a look. Drag and drop armor, view characters to swap weapons. Right. Okay, so yeah, we should probably... Oh, the Warhammer. Oh, okay, so the Warhammer is a great hammer. Probably good to use. It has 13 damage. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. I like it. We're going to use that instead of the Greatsword, even though the Greatsword... Oh, actually, you know what? The Greatsword is just so good. I can't say no to the Greatsword, surely. But I mean, I could use... No, I can't use anything else because this is a two-handed weapon, of course. So there's not really anything I can do about that. Let me actually just take a quick look here. Ah, superior medium armor. Oh, yeah. I'm liking it. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. He's put that on. And we can maybe have him use the short... Can he use the short bow? He could? Yes. If unable to move to the front rank. Spawns hit and run. Oh, interesting. Maybe he just wants to use a two-handed, though? I mean, the two-handed looks really good in my opinion because it applies vulnerable, and I think vulnerable is really, really good, and it also applies bleeding as well. How can you say no to this thing? It's crazy good, no? Maybe that's just me. But, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. All right, let's move on. Let's see if we can maybe get some herbal remedies or something like that. Crazy Weasel. The weasel babbles at passers-by, splattering them with spittle from his foaming mouth. He's clearly alarmed, but struggling to make sense. All right, let's do it. The weasel babbles at you with a manic grin on his face, before spluttering into a fit of coughs. Want to change a piece of yourself? Wheezy can help. Oh, okay, so transform a skill card. Let's try it out. Let's have a look at Experienced Strike. What? Okay. Deal 5 damage if this breaks the target's defense. Deal 4 times 3. That's crazy. Let's take that. Did it just transform it? I think it just transformed it, didn't it? Okay, a chance to improve. Let's do Courage. Some enders are hot on your tail. You turn a corner to find a seemingly dead end. Denver yells, "Over here, a hatch." Bah, the cursed thing is sealed. Okay, so force it open. Denver gains 1 max stamina and suffers 10 damage. He's gonna die. He's going to die in that case. I can't do that, unfortunately. It would have been a good idea if I could have done it, but unfortunately I couldn't. Oh dear, we are dead. There is nothing I can do about this. This is really bad. As you can quite clearly see, they are way too high level for me, and I should have probably just taken the KO, I suppose. But I guess we'll just try it out. And I'm going to use natural selection here. Obviously, he has more HP than I do, so I guess we'll just try doing some damage to these fellows. I have no more stamina with him. We can swap around a little bit, I guess, kind of. It's not going well. It's not going well. Let's just say that. Okay, so Concealed Blade. Let's go for some additional bleed on this guy. And that's basically all I can do. We're going to be suffering a lot of damage here. I can still try. I mean, that's the point. You know, I'm going to still try, but I highly doubt... Ooh, yeah, he's done. He is done. All right, let's go for Invigorating Blow. That's really not going to do much, unfortunately. Solid Footing is going to be great, but it pacifies him, unfortunately, and as a result, he won't be able to use any other cards. He has 48 defense now, though. So the bleeding is still going to be dealing damage, and that is hopefully going to help us. I mean, he's such a tank. The Weasel is such a tank. What's going on with him? He's crazy. Bastion. Bastion is look at that. If this character has no allies, they gain 15 defense. That's crazy. We're actually able to maybe pull this off a little bit here. I'm going to do some damage to the guy in the back rank there, and we're going to do... No Mercy, and we don't have any charges or anything like that. I guess what I can do is push this guy back, and this guy's going to die next turn, isn't he? Oh, I could do Second Wind, actually. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, Shrapnel is not really going to help me out at all, so I guess I will just use this. It's not really going to do much, though, unfortunately. Okay, so let's see what happens. They're going to attack me for, how much is that? 18 damage, and we gain 15 defense thanks to Sebastian every single turn. So it might very well be that we will achieve something here. Actually, I don't want to play this right now. Can I pull that back, actually? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, that's interesting. So apparently once you click on something, you can't do that. Unless that's obviously going to change because we're playing a beta build of the game. So obviously just bear that in mind. All right, so let's have a look. I'm going to play this. And we can play Warhammer as well to maybe do some more damage to him. And we can also place... Oh, solid footing. How crazy. Let's do that. And that's going to make me pacified once again, so I can't play any more cards, which was a misplay on my part. But don't worry about it. We're actually doing okay. I have 67 defense right now, so it might very well be okay. Momentum. Hoo-hoo. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. All right, let's use this, and I'm going to get rid of shrapnel. And let's use this as well. And I don't know whether I should even use No Mercy at this point. This is going to just do 12 damage. Is it worth it? Maybe? I mean, it might do... Oh, it actually did more because he was vulnerable, of course. So that really did help. Now we're only up against one enemy. And we can, if we can pull this off, this is going to be pretty crazy. So let's see. I'm going to need to do this, I guess. That's going to get me some charge. Unfortunately, I can't use Greatsword because Denver is, of course, dead. I also can't use Natural Selection because he's also dead. So I can just use Battering Ram, which is not really going to do much, but it's going to do a little bit. And that's basically it. Okay, so let's see. I've got 91 defense. Wow, what is this? This is crazy. Okay, so let's do Sharpen Steel on this guy. We probably want to just use this because it's a free cost card. We can also use Slippery a little bit, gain this. We're just going to bleed him up. Just going to bleed him up like no one's business. And that's going to deal some pretty good damage, in my opinion. And it actually does damage to his health rather than his defense. And that's going to get through his defense quite nicely. Okay, we're going to play Battering Ram first. We'll play Double Team. We'll use Momentum, and we'll discard Withdraw. And I think I'm actually just going to end the turn. I don't really want to play that. I want to keep charge as much as I can. For Rush, potentially. Or this, because of course I'm actually going to be, you know, using that in just a second, I think. Let's use Second Wind, actually. Maybe I can gain something. No, it seems like that is not the case. Oh, I actually just made it. I did another misplay. It's because I always want to play defense cards. That's the main problem here, but it's okay because we're still doing all right. Unfortunately, the enemy is now also doing the same thing where they're just getting a huge amount of defense, which is actually making things kind of uncomfortable now. But I suppose we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's go for Rush. Nice. Deal 5 damage. Unfortunately, it has 6 armor. I'd love to be able to use this because it would deal so much damage, but unfortunately that will not happen. Thankfully, the bleed is actually going to be killing the guy, so we don't even really need to worry about anything, to be honest. We can just use more Double Team. We can use Battering Ram if we want to. As you can see, Solid Footing, yeah, pacified. This character cannot play cards, and it ticks down by 1 each turn. And yeah, that's the main reason why I haven't been able to attack as much as I would have wanted to. But that's just familiarity with the game, you know? Once you get more familiar with the game, it's obviously going to be very helpful to know that kind of stuff. Okay, Warhammer, boom, and there you go. I actually won. I can't believe it, to be honest. Really can't believe it. Okay, so let's have a look. Deal 3 damage X amount of times for each stack of bleeding on the target. I'm going to take that. Now, unfortunately, Denver died, so he's gone. He is gone. He is out of there. He is no longer in our party. So it is literally just our Weasel Henderson. You see a familiar symbol. Your brothers have been here. We can't hold on to this. Remove card. All right, so I'm going to remove something here because I personally don't like shrapnel, even though it could be very, very useful in a certain situation. Invigorating blow is very situational as well, because gaining 2 stamina and 4 HP could be really, really useful. But unfortunately, because it needs to deal, if final damage dealt exceeds 12, that is what needs to happen. So in other words, you need 2 momentums stacked up and then using Invigorating Blow for that to actually work. At least that's what I've understood. So I'm actually going to get rid of Invigorating Blow right here, even though it's 0 cost. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well, it's actually okay, I think. Gonna go for Hesitation here so we don't take any damage from it. And we can now continue on to the crossroads. As you can see, the two counters up here are almost there. We can go into the tavern to hire some party members if we want to, or we can go and heal up. I think I'm going to go to the monastery and heal up. Going to heal ourselves for 250. Unfortunately, oh, it does heal us for full. Oh, that's actually quite nice. I actually thought that it wasn't going to do that. All right, so let's go and enter the hideout. This is going to be the elite enemy. Oh, it's a trap. Elite combat. All right, let's do it. What do you bet? What do you bet? Do you think I'm going to win? Do you think I'm going to win? I don't think so. I don't think so, but we'll try it. We'll try it. Okay. Warhammer. I will use Warhammer on this guy. There we go. And now I will use Slippery and gain more of these things. And we will do more damage. And more damage. There we go. More bleeds. More bleeds, please. I need more bleeds. As many bleeds as I possibly can. And let's go for No Mercy there as well. All right. So bear in mind that it's unlikely they'll be able to penetrate my armor at the moment. My defense is going to be... this guy is actually capable of inflicting bleed. Yeah, these guys are both capable of inflicting bleed. So I very much need to kill those as soon as I possibly can. So that guy's dead now. And we can use double team. We can actually, look at this. 3 damage, X amount of times for each stack of bleed on the target. So for example, if I were to use this right now on this guy, it would deal 11 times 3 damage. So 33 damage, which is pretty crazy. But I don't want to do that. So I'm actually just going to be doing this. Going on to the next turn. That guy's dead from the bleed. And then we're going to take 9 plus 6 damage, so 15 damage from that, which is not a big deal because we're going to be gaining 15 defense every single turn anyway, so it's really not a problem. Ooh, momentum. This is going to be good. Alright, I've got 7 additional damage right here, and I'm going to be using Rush, and that's going to deal 8 per hit, which is really nice. And then I guess I will use this thing to move him to the back rank, and then we'll just use Rush to do some more damage. Just a very small amount of damage here and there. But I think we might have this, although this guy is... Oh dear. Whenever this character receives damage from an attack, they deal damage equal to the stacks of Retaliate back. Oh, okay, so just 3. But he's charging up, as you can quite clearly tell. He's charging up like no one's business. So it might very well be quite bad. Right, let's use Slippery. And we'll use Concealed Blades. And we're going to draw a card. Going to use Double Team here. And I guess we'll use Rush on this guy. Just try and get him down as fast as we possibly can. I'm saving my will point as well, just in case there is something that I actually want to spend. Oh, he's moving us to the back rank. That's perfectly fine. I don't have a problem with that. And now... Oh, yeah. I'm liking this. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to use Sharpened Steel on this guy. He's dead now, so I can basically ignore him for the rest of the rest of his life, shall we say, because he's not going to last that much longer. And we're going to literally just get rid of this and get rid of this, and that is it. That's all we will do, because we're just going to charge up a little bit, you know, just charge up a little bit. This guy's going to do quite a bit of damage because he is charged up quite significantly, but as you can see, my defense is so good because I took the Bastion skill that we literally are taking 0 damage, which is really what we wanted, of course. So let's, okay, he's going to do bleed. That's absolutely fine. Don't have a problem with that. This is also going to do some bleeding on this guy. Right. Okay. Battering ram. Let's move him to the back. I can't really do anything else. I'm just gonna literally go and just do rush, and that's it. I'm not gonna use no mercy because it's just gonna deal damage to the guy that's already gonna die, and it just makes no sense. There's no point in me doing that. Okay, so he's bolstering himself. That's absolutely fine as well. We're gonna use sharpened steel here. We'll use slippery. It's going to give me my concealed blades, which I very much like. I love that card. I think that card is super, super powerful because it gives you so many blood stacks. Now, if I can get arterial, whatever it's called, you know, that arterial thing that does massive damage to people with a huge amount of bleed stacks, then I'll be a very happy camper indeed. Let's see. Okay, he's going to do a lot of damage. Oh, he almost killed me right there. Okay. Oh, dear. I think oh, no, we're going to be okay. He's going to deal 12 damage, but we're going to be fine because I have 15 defense. Let's use this. Shrapnel might actually be something we can use. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we can use shrapnel here, I think. If I use one more momentum, then we can definitely do that. So let's do that. Let's use shrapnel on this guy. Boom, there you go. A little bit of extra damage done. And we can also now use a battering ram. And then we can use this. I really wish I had the solid footing thing right now. He's going to deal... Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. Of course, he's gaining so much damage over time. Okay, I think we've won. We've won this. Amazingly enough. Arterial rupture. Boom. He is dead. Oh, yes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. All right, we did it. We did it. Deal 3 vitality damage for every stack of bleeding on this character. What? That is an insane skill. Deal 4 damage to the opponent's party. What? I don't know why you'd take that. Oh, well. Equipment. Heavy armor. Oh, yes. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that heavy armor. Thank you very much. All right, yeah, let's move on. After only 4 rounds or something like that. This Weasel is absolutely insane now that he has the Bastion skill. Really much. Gain 2 stamina for each status effect on the target opponent. Apply Foul Wound for 1 turn whenever the target takes damage. They gain poison. Not a big fan of that, gotta say. If active character is in the front rank, deal 1 times 5 damage. So in other words, deal 1 damage 5 times. Or in the back rank, deal 5 damage. I don't know why you take this. I suppose it's for momentum synergy or something like that. Gonna take Foul Wound instead. And we can also upgrade stamina or will. I'm gonna upgrade stamina once again. And now... here we go. We can level up a character, we can heal the party to 100%, or we can gain 1,000 florins. I'm actually going to heal a character to 100% because that's kind of what we needed to do. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. If you would like to see more of Banners of Ruin, then by all means let me know. But otherwise, I highly recommend checking out the Steam store page and maybe playing it for yourself. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.